Today, we're honoring Ken Dryden, the iconic Montreal Canadiens goaltender, Hockey Hall of Famer, author, lawyer, politician, and a true Canadian titan whose legacy spans sports and society. Sadly, Ken passed away on September 5, 2025, and we're covering everything: his cause of death, wife, age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography tracing his journey from a Hamilton kid to a six-time Stanley Cup champion and beyond. This will be a detailed tribute, packed with stories of his NHL dominance, his best-selling book The Game, and his impactful political career. Whether you're a hockey fan, admire his intellect, or want to know how he lived, stick around, we've got it all. Grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into the extraordinary life of Ken Dryden. Let's go. Let's start with Ken Dryden's biography, a story of brilliance on and off the ice. Kenneth Wayne Dryden was born on August 8, 1947, in Hamilton, Ontario, to Murray Dryden and Margaret Adelia Campbell, per Web, 0. Raised in Islington, a Toronto suburb, with his sister Judy and brother Dave, also an NHL goaltender, Ken grew up in a supportive, middle-class family, per Web, 07. A standout athlete, he played for the Etobicoke Indians and Humber Valley Packers in junior hockey, per Web, 0. Drafted 14th overall by the Boston Bruins in 1964, he was traded to the Montreal Canadiens but chose to pursue a BA in history at Cornell University, where he led the Big Red to the 1967 NCAA championship and 3 ECAC titles, going April 1, 76, per Web, 012. At Cornell, he joined the Quill and Dagger Society and played for Canada's 1969 World Championship team, per Web, 0. Ken debuted in the NHL in March 1971, going 6-0 and leading the Canadiens to a Stanley Cup, earning the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP, per Web 1223. In 1971-72, he won the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year, a rare feat after playoff MVP honors, per Web 12. Over 8 NHL seasons, 1970-79, excluding 1973-74. He won 6 Stanley Cups, 1971, 1973, 1976-79, 5 Vezina Trophies, and set a .790 win percentage with a 2.24 GAA, per Web 1222. Known for his 6 feet 4 inches frame and iconic pose leaning on his stick, he was dubbed the 4-story goalie, per Web 21. He skipped the 1973-74 season to article at a Toronto law firm, earning a Bachelor of Laws from McGill University, inspired by Ralph Nader's public interest work, per Web, 0. Ken retired in 1979 at 31, still in his prime, per Web, 10. His book The Game, 1983, a reflective masterpiece, was nominated for a Governor General's Award, followed by Home Game, 1990, The Moved and the Shaken, 1993, In School, 1995, Becoming Canada, 2010, and Scotty, 2019, a biography of Coach Scotty Bowman, per Web, 0. He served as president of the Toronto Maple Leafs, 1997-2004, taught at universities, and was a Liberal MP for York Centre, 2004-2011, serving as Minister of Social Development, 2004-2006, per Web, 1122. Ken played in the 1972 Summit Series, co-authoring the series, 2022, per Web, 11. Inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1983, his number 29 was retired by the Canadiens in 2007, per Web, 21. An Officer of the Order of Canada, 2013. He received the Order of Hockey in Canada, 2020, per Web, 0. Ex-fans praise, Ken was a giant in every sense, on ice and in life, per Post 2. Now, the tough part, Ken Dryden's cause of death. Ken passed away on September 5, 2025, at 78, after a battle with cancer, per Web, 0/7/10/17. The Montreal Canadiens announced his death, noting he died peacefully at home, with his family requesting privacy, per Web, 7. No specific cancer type was disclosed, but his illness was described as a fight, suggesting a prolonged struggle, per Web, 10. Ex-Posts mourn, Ken fought cancer with the same strength he brought to the crease, per Post 4. Age? Ken was 78 at his death, born August 8, 1947, per Web 013. He lived a full life, outlasting his parents. Murray died 2004, and Margaret died 1985, per Web 0. Wife? Ken married Lynda, a fellow Cornell student, in 1969, and they remained married for 56 years until his death, per Web 01. A private figure, Lynda supported Ken through his hockey, legal, and political careers, per Web 1. Described as his cornerstone, their marriage was built on mutual respect, per Web 1. Lynda survives him, per Web 7. Ex-fans note, Ken and Lynda's love was a quiet strength, per Post 6. Family? Ken and Lynda had 2 children, Sarah and Michael, and 4 grandchildren, per Web 01. His brother Dave, an NHL and WHA goaltender, died in 2022 at 81, per Web 7. His sister Judy and first cousin, twice removed, Murray Murdoch, a former NHL player, rounded out his family, per Web 0. Ken was a devoted family man, balancing his career with quality time, per Web 1. Sarah and Michael, raised with values of education and social responsibility, mourned him, per Web 1. Ex-posts say, Ken's family was his heart, just like his legacy, per Post 5. Net worth? Ken's net worth in 2025 was estimated at $5.4 million, per Web 2, though older sources cited $1.5 to $5 million, per Web 5, 920. His NHL salary totaled $1.1 million, about $6.6 million adjusted for inflation, but his wealth grew through best-selling books like The Game, TV commentary, his Maple Leafs presidency, and political roles, per Web 2. His real estate ventures, including work as a licensed provider in Texas, added to his assets, per Web 3. Ex-fans admire, Ken's wealth was his impact, not just dollars, per Post 8. Lifestyle in 2025? Ken lived modestly in Toronto, with a practical yet comfortable style, per Web 2. At 6 feet 4 inches and 205 pounds, he stayed active despite cancer, per Web 13. His diet was simple, Canadian staples like salmon and vegetables, with health-conscious choices post-diagnosis, per Web 2. Ken's wardrobe was understated, suits for politics, casual sweaters off-duty, per Web 8. He drove a practical sedan, like a Honda Accord, per Web 3. Travel centered on family visits and speaking engagements, per Web 11. Socially, he connected with hockey fans, students, and policymakers, often sharing Summit Series stories, per Web 17. Hobbies included writing, reading history, and mentoring youth, per Web 0. His philanthropy supported the Princess Margaret Cancer Center and Concussion Legacy Foundation, per Web 12. His X account, @Dryden, shared policy insights, per Web 16. Ex-fans love, Ken lived with purpose and humility, per Post 3. Challenges? Ken faced contract disputes, sitting out 1973 to 74, and navigated political losses in 2011, per Web 21-22. His cancer battle was his toughest fight, yet he remained positive, per Web 7. Ex-posts reflect, Ken faced every challenge like a save, per Post 7.